Hi boys and girls, Miss Jacqui here, and I'm in the classroom, and I have an activity that we're going to do today using some of your construction paper that we sent home, your scissors we sent home, and the glue stick we went home. So first, you're going to take your papers that you have. I already have one that's cut, and you're going to cut long lines out of it, and then you're going to cut squares. So, and you're going to need more than one color because we're going to make patterns today. So the first pattern I'm going to make is going to be a pink and blue pattern. So my pattern is going to go pink, blue, pink, blue, pink, blue, because remember, a pattern does the same thing over and over again. So what color would come next in my pattern? You're right, it would be pink. So I'm going to put another pink square on my pattern. And then what comes after the pink? Blue. You're right, it is blue. So now I'm going to put a blue square on there. And then what comes after our blue? Right, another pink one. And then what comes after our blue? Or after our pink, whoops, what comes after our pink one? Right, blue. So we have a pink and blue pattern. Pink, blue, pink, blue, pink, blue, pink, blue. All right, boys and girls, so I have another pattern to make. You're still going to need two colors. In this pattern, I'm going to use purple and green, but our pattern's going to look a little bit different. It's going to go purple, purple, green, green. Then I'm going to have two more purples and two more greens. And then what am I going to need here? What color is going to go here? You're right, purple. And then what color? Right, another purple one. And then after our purple, we're going to do what color is going to come next? Green, right? We're going to have green, and then we're going to have another green one. So our pattern this time goes purple, purple, green, green, purple, purple, green, green, purple, purple, green, green. All right, another pattern you could make is a long and short pattern. So I cut out pieces of paper, one long, or some of them long and some of them short. So my pattern is going to go long, short, long, short. So what would come next in my pattern if I'm making long, short, long, short, long? You're right, a long piece of paper would go next. I'm going to put another long piece of paper. And then what would come next? Right, a short paper would come next. And then which would come after the short paper? Another long paper. That one doesn't want to stick on there. And then we have another short paper. So this time our pattern is long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short. Patterns can look lots of different ways. Those are some ways that you can make patterns with the construction paper, the scissors, and the glue that we sent home. So if you make a pattern, please take a picture of it and show your teachers. Thank you. So if you or your child doesn't want to use construction paper to make patterns, you could also use some of the markers that we sent home and make patterns. So you could make a shape pattern. You could draw a triangle and then a circle, triangle, circle, and you could do these in your journal. So boys and girls, you could get your journal out and write the pattern that Miss Jacqui has, and then you could write what comes next until you get across your paper filled in. So what would come after my green triangle? You're right, a black circle would come after my green triangle. So you can get your journal and write a pattern in your journal. All right, another way you can do patterns and practice your letters is you could make a pattern using letters. So I'm going to make the IT pattern. So I'm going to write I, and then I'm going to write a T, and then I'm going to write an I, and another T, and what would come next in my pattern? Right, and I would come next in my pattern. And then what would come next in my pattern? A T. So you can practice writing letters and making patterns with your letters. And just like before, you could do 2 letters in a row. You could do I, T, T, I, T, T. Patterns are so much fun. There's so many different ways to make patterns. I want to see some of the creative patterns that you guys make. Please show us some of your patterns.